look the sort who can afford to turn down legitimate work.
What do you want?
How about we start with a light?
Well, you got a name, miss?
Elizabeth. You can call me Elizabeth.
What can I do for you?
There's a girl who needs to be found. Maybe you've seen her.
This girl. This girl's dead.
You know her.
You'll see dozens of her type down by the docks or the slums in Apollo Square. Orphans. With Fontaine's charity shut. No place for them.
But her you know.
As I said, girl's dead.
Lost.
Look, I don't know where you get...
Lost isn't dead. Name your rate, I will pay you for this work. But you do this one gratis, wouldn't you?
I don't follow.
Something tells me you will. Seems my instincts were correct.
Where's Sally?
I don't know, but I know someone who does. Follow me.
What's this girl to you?
What I need from her is my business. And I know where to start looking. Something tells me a man with your particular talents could be useful. What happened to these children? What are they?
Where have you been? Cabin in Arcadia? Little sisters. Atom factories.
It's grotesque.
Compromise? Is that why we came to Rapture? I could compromise in Red Hook.
We're just men and women, Alan. You hold yourself to that standard, you'll never be happy.
In what country is there a place for men like me? Men who refuse to say yes to the doubters and the parasites.
Yes, but even Andrew Ryan takes a vacation.
Come on. We haven't got all day.
What do they even look like under those suits?
What you mean? They're just some kind of machine?
On with it. Do you have any idea how valuable my time is?
All the pleasure.
Yes. Having a
Meek can go ahead and inherit the Earth for all I care. I'm fine right here in Rapture.
Funny.
What?
You're not knowing about the little sisters. How long have you been in Rapture?
Let's just say I don't get out much.
You've got eyes and ears, don't you?
If I wanted to share my life story, Mr. DeWitt, I would write my memoirs. If I learned anything about Rapture, I thought it was a place where people understood to mind their own business.
You know, sweetheart, I'm spliced up particular to pleasing a woman.
DeWitt? The Hostic sees you, he'll toss you out on your ass again.
Just say the word, I'll show you what I mean. Hello, old bean.
Where are we headed?
The man we need to see is in the Garden of the Muses.
How do you know?
My sources are my own, Mr. DeWitt. If you have better information as to the whereabouts of your girl, I suggest you avail yourself of it.
Where are you taking me?
When's the last time you saw Sally?
What?
She was taken from you, wasn't she?
How do you know this?
She was taken, down at Surprise. You were playing the tables and...
She disappeared.
And?
Cop friend of mine, Sullivan, says they found her floating in the docks.
You see the body?
Look.
Did you see the body? This world values children, not childhood. There's a profit to be made and men who make it. I'm taking you to one of them. Mr. DeWitt, you all right?
I'm fine. Just get these spells sometimes. It'll pass.
Refreshment, sir. Madam?
We're fine, thanks.
I went through basic, decent sort. But the Italians, Papa this and Papa that.
How am I gonna get work with my leg all busted up like this? Foreman says I should have been more careful.
Something will turn up. Adversity breeds opportunity. Be right with you. Amazing. Why are you wasting your time without me?
Are you in the know? You've doubtlessly sampled products from Fontaine Futuristics. But do you know why Ryan Industries saved it? Frank Fontaine, business leader and benefactor of mankind? Or was he the best friend the parasite ever had? Were you aware his businesses were a front for a smuggling ring? And were you also fooled by his supposed charity work? At his free clinic, patients became test subjects, and his orphanages were places that children disappeared into and never came out. Once they learned the truth, Rapture's Central Council called for the arrest of Fontaine Futuristics' owner. But, a coward to the end, Fontaine found a hail of bullets preferable to facing justice. The council asked that Ryan Industries assume the burden of stewardship of Fontaine's ill-gotten assets. And Andrew Ryan accepted that burden for the people of Rapture. Now all citizens can enjoy these products, free of criminal taint. Now you know.
Fontaine got taken out by Ryan's goons for one reason, and one reason only. He built a better mousetrap.
Oh, for God's sake, Armand, you want to get us both rounded up?
So you admit it, that Ryan's rounding people up.
It was a figure of speech.
The pot calling the kettle black is a figure of speech.
I keep my head low and I do my job.
Like a good job.
Now, is that a figure of speech?
Buongiorno, signore.
Days. Her little girl's been missing for days.
I'm a complete wreck if Trudy even gets a nosebleed.
So many children. It can't all be coincidence.
observe strangest of coincidences. On other side of a window, man in strange hat experimenting on Suchong's own creation. On plasmid. Man name of Fink. Outrage! Theft of intellectual property! But man name of Fink is no fool. Through addition of oxidizing agent, turns plasmid ingestible through stomach lining. Mr. Ryan very impressed with Suchong's initiative. Theft of intellectual property. Two-way street.
Now there was a straight shooter, one of us.
I don't want to follow one of us.
You imagine having a beer with Andrew Ryan? Probably some teetotaler. Don't trust a man, don't drink, least from time to time. Dr. Steinman told me he uses my picture to judge facial symmetry.
Darling, that line actually work on anyone before closing time?
Sexual intimacy is no different than any other commodity, friend. You sell soybeans, I sell companionship.
It's disgusting.
That's the Bible talking, pal. That's your mother talking. What does Ryan say? Petty morality? You can keep it.
Welcome, welcome.
To be an obstacle to your accomplishments. I'm a modern fella. I just want to walk next to you and admire your stride.
Darling, you do know how to talk to a woman.
Guten Tag.
Herr Schmidt.
Gets that from his father. No one from my side of the family was ever so lackadaisical.
Oh, I suppose I shouldn't have drank so much when I was pregnant, clearly. No changing it now.
I told her, you want someone to listen to your worries? Buy a puppy. Me? I got better things to do.
I hope that wasn't your attempt at pillow talk, darling.
Ryan taking over Fontaine's business any different than, say, eminent domain? It's just the hand of government coming down on the individual.
Fontaine was a criminal.
By whose standards? Ryan's? I prefer when the judge doesn't profit off the penalty.
Do I know you?
Ah, Mr. DeWitt. Back again. And so soon.
I was telling all this keep-a-don't-fee, right? About the dispersions being made about me, huh? This legal nonsense, huh? About what Ryan warned us about is society of lawyers, huh?
Are you in the know? Innovation and competition are what fuel rapture. But that fuel can be diluted with rumor or flat-out lies. The rumor monger asks, what are these so-called splicing side effects? Well, take a look around you. Do you see anything wrong with your neighbor? The rumor monger asks, why has Tenenbaum withdrawn from the public's eye? Dr. Tenenbaum is a scientific mind unparalleled, even in Rapture. She's no doubt in her lab, toiling away at her next great innovation. I heard she was in cahoots with Fontaine. Merely slander from jealous naysayers. Remember, Rapture competes through innovation, not cheap shots. Bridget Tenenbaum is a woman who represents the best of science and industry. In other words, she's a Rapture gal. Now you know.
The Great Chain guides all of our efforts. Even if we can't see it, it's there.
Was it the Great Chain who took over Fontaine Futuristics? Sorry, lady, I ain't bothered.
Mr. DeWitt, we'll find my source inside of that club.
Cohen? What does that lunatic have to do with Sally?
All the flaws and drawbacks.
They're all gone.
Ugly little buggers, aren't they?
How do they work?
Something about stem cells.
What's a stem cell?
Who do I look like, Bridget Tenenbaum?
Maybe your taste buds have matured. Hello, Booker. Where have you been hiding her?
Tip. I don't think these supermen know the meaning of the word.
I had all of these visions before coming down here of Utopia. Every man with his hand on the Great Chain, the wheel of progress turning. Every cliche you can imagine. And what is the first thing that happens when I open up shop? Petty thievery. Now I have to lock all my valuables in a closet. Remember 2076. It's the problem with coming to Utopia, is that it still has the people.
That's what the parasites want you to believe. Gray. There's no such thing as gray. There's good, there's bad, and nothing between the poles.
And when you get even dear, the only thing different, the only thing.
To what possible end? They can't both be right.
If she feels so strongly about how Fontaine's people were treated, she's more than welcome to hop a bathysphere to that department store and join them.
Whatever that barber did to you, I hope he's retained a capable attorney.
Are you in the know? The Big Daddy may look imposing, but he's a gentle giant. Do you know all he does for Rapture? These metal jets are the hands that maintain Rapture, digging the foundation out of the seabed and guiding structural supports into place. Where do these metal mysteries come from? Sorry, chum, That's a Ryan Industries trade secret. Now you know.
When Ryan take over Fontaine Futuristics, scene of terrible violence. Splicers burning each other to bits. Lucky ones not killed, sent to department store prison instead. Suchong think he dead man too. But then Ryan comes to Suchong and says, Suchong want to be buried in filthy store, or Suchong want to make a good salary, work for Ryan. How much salary? Asks Suchong. This Ryan find very funny.
Welcome.
It's temporary.
Temporary. Just like gulag. Temporary. Until someone puts bullet in your head.
Private party. No entry without invitation.
We'll see about that.
Which business do you represent, sir?
Business?
Yes, which business?
DeWitt Investigations.
Mr. Cohen does not truck with private detectives. Masks of invitation went to artists and craftsmen alone.
I'm with the artist struggle. We're expected.
No mask, no entry.
Stuffed shirt.
These invitation masks he spoke of. They must have gone out to local artisans.
Well, I guess we'll have to persuade someone to loan us one.
The business of Rapture is business. Says it's sponsored by the Artist Struggle, the Golden Rule, and Rapture Records.
I guess those stores would be as good a place to start as any. What brought you to Rapture?
A man.
Really? You don't strike me as the romantic type.
Wasn't that kind of man.
Then what?
There's a debt that needs repaying.
I've known my share of Shylocks. You're no Shylock.
Wasn't that kind of debt. Invitations to Cohen shows are highly coveted. Nobody's gonna just hand us one.
You think you can figure out a way to distract the store owner while I take a look around?
You just find the mask. Leave the distractions to me.
Good day to you, ma'am.
Excuse me. The lady has some questions for you.
Yes, of course.
I'm interested in this piece.
Ah, excellent. You've an eye, haven't you, miss? It's a natural sapphire and diamond, 18-karat gold ring, fully hallmarked for Paris, 1887.
Really?
The center cabochon... Excuse me, sir?
That's a lot of fine talk about a stolen ring.
I beg your pardon?
Right out of her coffin in Twilight Fields. Did you think we wouldn't notice?
I can assure you that...
The assurances of a grave robber are
Cohen
of no
sends those masks out in some kind of
You hand
box.
the ring back. The matter will remain between you and me.
I don't think so. Hit the brakes, you tramp!
Get your hands off me!
Damn. Must be somewhere else.
Might be best if we were gone when he wakes up. Any luck?
Nothing. Let's find another shop.
Where should we look next? Upstairs at the Artist's Struggle, or Rapture Records straight ahead?
It's fine.
Wonderful to see you.
You see that dish I walked in with? Well, you give her the star treatment, pal. That'll make it worth your while.
But of course, right away. Interesting, isn't it? An original Sander Cohen. He calls it miasma.
I'm sorry, but I know precious little about art.
How does it make you feel?
I don't want to open my mouth for fear of what foolishness might tumble out.
Gotta find that box.
Would you like me to tell you what it means?
Oh, would you? Oh, I would like so much to understand.
In this piece, Cohen intended to show us the struggle of the great man.
Nothing. Well, only one place left.
You see all that in that little picture?
Yes, in fact.
Now,
You've given me so much to think about. I feel a trifle swoony. Would you mind if I return tomorrow for further education?
I shall be here at your service. Until tomorrow.
Nothing?
No. Got one place left, though.
And if that proves to be fruitless?
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Hey, pal. You want to help out the little lady?
Yes, of course.
What is this piece?
It's by Trine.
Where's he hiding that box?
Covered by Mr. Ryan.
Lovely. Music does something to me. Especially something in this
Yes.
place. It's almost primal, isn't it? Part of us that exists before thought, before logic, purely sensual.
The finest music touches us in places
That we never knew existed.
Yes.
Can you turn it up? Oh, it's so intoxicating. And also powerful and masculine. Oh, yes, one feels the urge to surrender.
There you are, you little son of a bitch.
I must go. I must go. Even one more note shall prove my undoing. Good. You've located the mask.
Third time's the charm.
All right. It's best we head back to Cohen's.
Fine piece of work back with those shopkeepers. You got a bit of the grifter in you.
For that, you can thank my father.
Oh, yeah?
He was a man comfortable in a variety of roles.
Ah, very well. Mr. Cohen awaits your participation at his performance.
So who is this fellow Cohen? Some sort of underworld figure?
Worse. He's an artist
An artist who kidnaps children.
Cohen's muse is a bit more diverse. I've seen his type. Gets an idea in his head, end a conversation. Don't matter who gets hurt.
Dance, dance, move! Be the conduit! Open yourselves to the music, to the spirit of the eternal! No. Why do you fail in this fashion? To embarrass me in front of my muse? My muse shall not be mocked. Fitzpatrick! Please! The stick!
Enter, for God's sake!
My muse shall not be mocked! Get them out of here! There shall be no failure on my canvas. There's no room in rapture anymore for the artist. Who are you?
Name's DeWitt.
Is that right? My. This one's a real biscuit. Isn't he a biscuit, lady?
I need to ask you a few questions.
Questions, yes. Yes, it is the work of man to ask. It is the work of the artist to answer.
You've seen this girl, haven't you?
We artists see more than most. You are more than you claim to be, little songbird. Are you not? Watch this one, DeWitt. She'll take you where you don't want to go. But I know the child in that photo is important to you. So many children flit, flit, flit away. I know where the girl is. And I will send you to her. In exchange, all I ask is a dance.
What?
I see something in you two. Art strips away artifice. Show me who you are, and I will show you where you need to go.
Cohen, son of a bitch.
Mr. DeWitt.
What?
Dance with me.
Come, dance!
I shudder to think what greater price he might care to extract.
Fitzpatrick! Beauty and pain. They can be no more separated than birth and blood.
What do you think Cohen's customers do with the children? Do they?
Sometimes. But those types lack the capital of people like Ryan and Suchong.
That's a blessing.
You saw those little sisters? You so sure? But if Suchong had Sally, I'd know it.
How?
As I tied him to a chair and asked him.
So?
For 15 hours.
I don't know what to make of you, Mr. DeWitt.
Listen, we're not gonna keep...
Fitzpatrick! I see suffering in you. I know how to shine a light on your pain. A moth will become a butterfly.
Mr. DeWitt! Mr. DeWitt! Are you alright?
I'm fine.
You were dreaming. You kept saying your daughter's name, Sally.
She's not my daughter.
I thought...
Pain and beauty! To an artist, they are parent and child.
Cohen?
I'm sending you to find your young one. No need to thank me. I'm not so sure you'll like what you find.
Look.
Fontaine's. Ryan sent the whole thing to the bottom.
But it's a prison now. Why would Cohen have sent Sally there?
I don't know.
Everyone has needs. I merely provide a service for those who have the means to pay. You'll find your little bird in the housewares department.
How many people do you suppose Ryan's got locked up in that place?
Enough. Fontaine had amassed something near an army. Now they're down there, spliced up and wild. Alright, there's a dock up ahead.
Takes a cold son of a bitch to do that to a living person.
What's that?
Burial at sea.
You read your residency contract with Ryan Industries? In perpetuity, we're all buried at sea.
Don't get too comfortable. Keep your eyes open.
Seem to be some supplies this way, Mr. DeWitt.
It's Booker.
What?
Just call me Booker.
If it's all the same to you, let's leave it at Mr. DeWitt. Look up there. Let's have another look around. Perhaps we'll be able to find something to get us up and over.
Could be handy.
A skyhook?
Skyhook? You mean the air grabber? Kids use them to ride around up on the pneumo lines.
Air grabber? Huh. Constants and variables.
Constants and what?
Never mind.
How many catastrophes were launched with the word, think of yourself?
Goddamn grabber stuck.
I want the frosty one. Get me
Mr. DeWitt! Someone's coming!
I want the frosty.
All right, I got the grabber unjammed.
Giant star. I'm just a star. Period. Just following orders, all right? I'm a legend, you hear? A legend!
Won't stand!
Mr. DeWitt, look. Housewares. That's where Cohen said we'd find Sally. The store ran trams between the three buildings. We'll need to avail ourselves of that.
Assuming it still works.
Optimism, Mr. DeWitt. It helps in situations like this. When did you come to Rapture?
Oh, it was, geez, I guess around 51? No, 48?
That's a rather large gap.
Time. Life I had before. Sort of becomes a blur. 49. 49 for sure.
Damn.
You look a mess, Mr. DeWitt.
Just keep your eyes open for splicers. They can do us a whole lot worse.
Here, little birdies. Eat it up. Well, it's good for you, you know. I've never heard of birds that didn't like seeds. What's the matter with you? Do you think it's poison?
Watch it. We've got company.
I'll be later.
You should be ashamed for a racket. Won't steal my lead.
I haven't found anything. Mr. DeWitt, look.
Well, there's the tram.
That splicer had no problem freezing a path for himself before.
I'm sure he'll be happy to do the same for us.
I have no doubt you'll prove persuasive. Mr. DeWitt, look. An ice rink.
Be good at places any to look for our new friend.
Says it's on the top floor.
So we go up.
We all move in a great chain, and a great chain.
Another burst pipe.
Store sunk a few hundred feet beyond its specifications. More pressure, more burst pipes.
Damn thing's locked.
Let me see that. Oh, have matters progressed so little? I could turn this with a rake pick. Done.
Where'd you learn that?
Oh, it's something I picked up a long time ago.
Yeah. Our frozen friend leaves a hell of a trail.
I didn't mean it, honey.
Mr. DeWitt, take a look.
What I see is friends.
Still looking!
Rapture's most beloved musical artist returns with Why Even Ask, his greatest album yet. Songs of love, songs of joy, songs of passion. By Why Even Ask, and by Center Cohen to your home today.
Let me. Who put these ideas in your head?
Cognitive privilege. Don't say insurance, because that ain't the answer. I am selfish.
Here!
Sure. I signed the contract. Helped turn Fontaine's into a prison. 10 days, big rush, everything slapdash. Right before the prisoners are brought in. One of your piece of shit turrets. Bam! Both kneecaps. Now I'm likely a cripple locked in a jail, surrounded by maniacs. Haven't even been paid, but I don't care. Just get me out of here!
Sorry, that's all I've got.
I'm home, sweetheart! Glenda, honey?
Believe me!
It's locked.
Looks easy enough. There.
Never measure ounce for ounce. After all, honey, it's the punch that counts. I want a little moon. Baby, it's not a reason I shoot. Tonight, my candle glow. My dear, I know your love will grow.
It used to be such a thrill to hear Ryan speak. Parasite, this. And the exaltation of man, that. Sure, it could all get a bit of a bore. But the old bear sure knew how to enunciate.
Just what the doctor ordered.
The anarchist Bakunin said the urge to destroy is also a creed of urge. In this way, when we lay waste to your mind... Look at you now. What? Why don't you try it now?
I don't feel so great. I'm dizzy, I'm nauseous, and sometimes I'm eating things that aren't there.
That's just a flash of news, Mary. You just need to slow down a bit on the splicing. Before you know it, you'll be as bright as rain. Remember, a smart splicer is a happy splicer.
Don't expect coddling from me. You're some fickle child who won't relinquish her ugliest doll simply because it's yours. It ain't never end. He's gonna wanna get this message soon as he's ready.
Splicers.
A legend!
coming soon.
Catch, Mr. DeWitt.
Thanks.
Look up there.
After all I've done!
This will not be easy!
What is the greatest lie ever created? What is the most vicious obscenity ever perpetrated on mankind? Slavery. No.
See? I said it
who light the torch of destruction. It is this great inversion, this lie which has chained humanity to an endless cycle of guilt and failure.
Of my first play, the Herald said, "A dead whale has washed up at the Schubert Theater and stinks a little more with each passing night." The Tribune called my first opera as having the effect of canceling out all of Mozart's classics in a single caterwaul. And now, critics take me to task for my humanitarian work. If I were not there to find a home for these orphans...
What's happened to these people? They don't even seem sane.
Nothing beats your first splice. From there, it's all downhill. The frozen frosties, the jockeys who will hand you 1,000 volts as soon as look at you.
You sound sympathetic.
They will be the first sons of bitches who found an answer at the bottom of a bottle. But once you see them go all weak at the knees at the sight of a little sister and all her atom, they cut a less sympathetic figure.
Of my first play, The herald said, "A dead whale has washed up at the Schubert Theater and stinks a little more with each passing night." The Tribune called my first opera as having the effect of canceling out all of Mozart's classics in a single caterwaul. And now, critics take me to task for my humanitarian work. If I were not there to find a home for these orphans, would these bellyachers take my place? An artist once said, "All critics should be assassinated." I just might take him up on that.
Short-circuited. Probably be able to pop it open with it.
A jolt of shock jockey?
You familiar with shock jockey?
More than you could know.
Let's look around. Maybe there's a store ain't been ransacked by splicers yet.
To get ahead.
Fruits and vegetables. We scientifically boosted our harvests
come back. Just need a new agent, you know?
Empty vessels. This is for you and I! Face your fears! Why try to deny our true nature?
The incredible invertebrates that led to the creation of Adam. On display. Now at the Private Aquarium.
Seems right up your alley.
Keep a lookout. Ready.
I keep dropping audio diaries in the pneumotubes like a message in a goddamn bottle, hoping one will get through and someone will save me. If you get this, send help. I'm holed up in the shoe storeroom. The code's 0928.
Great!
Anyone who even looks at you. You're making it worse.
Free markets, free will, and free men.
Think you can crack this one open?
Let me have a look. Got it.
I made my quota. Well, I mean, all right. I was...
See him?
What am I going to do with you?
Kind of fell out right for once. Hit the brakes, huh?
Eve, Mr. DeWitt.
honey? You wanna talk? You...
Without the snarl and turn.
Put it away like a tumor!
Heartless. That's what this town is. All my audio diaries begging for rescue came back unread, marked return to sender, insufficient postage.
What's all this talk about cigarettes being bad for you?
Hi. If the government had its way, we'd all be scared of our own shadow. I'm the independent type, and that's why I smoke Nico Time brand cigarettes.
The government sure does like to tell people what to do.
Exactly. That's why I smoke Nico Time, because I make my own decisions. Nico Time brand cigarettes. Rapture's choice. Your choice.
We have got something special. Got some fly-by-nights.
We've got company.
I have. Yeah! Tit for tat!
I gave you my all. This is what happens when you swim with the shark.
Gary, do you see that too? Looks like some doorway into another place and time.
I do, Betty, and it's absolutely nothing to worry about.
Are you sure?
Betty, we live in
Yeah, those old numbers sure got some high notes. Fine, stays fine.
The smuggler is the friend of the parasite. It is your duty to report the smuggler.
Would you come over and rub mother's feet? Is that attitude? Don't
It looks like the plasma department is back that way. I'm sure we'd find something useful there.
Wrinkles or crow's feet get between you and the man of your dreams. Whatever the flaw, Dr. Steinman has a solution. In the medical pavilion, Dr. Steinman will make a new woman out of you.
Welcome to the Circus of Value! Hey, I've got a family to... Welcome to the Circus of Value! No refund, no return!
Can you help me out with this lock?
Seems easy enough. All done.
The home is just an extension of the womb. It's my responsibility.
I must help others evolve first.
You're only making it worse. For Dundee. Looks pretty Creeps and perverts. Hanging around with your hands in your pockets.
I got a sweetheart deal for you.
Nobody will take you away from
gives everyone a lift. Fun for all from Fontaine Futuristics. Bucking Bronco! And remember, Bucking Bronco is also useful around the home.
Pancakes are done, but potatoes are tied. He's a little Bucking Bronco. You can flip him right side.
Bucking Bronco! And it's a change of both in a chandelier.
He's a little Bucking Bronco. He's up high in the air. He's a little Bucking Bronco, and it's over your head.
Locked. Elizabeth?
Looks easy enough. Ready.
Perfect.
Oh, you're not gonna outlawyer me on this one, Ryan. You knowingly promoted Old Man Winter with the implication it produced ice, not dry ice. The ice sculpture we commissioned for this year's gala at the Cashmere stands where we left it a month later. All 2,500 pounds of it. And who's still footing the room rental? Oh, not you, you son of a bitch.
Why did Ryan lock up all of Fontaine's followers in a department store?
He needed somewhere to put Fontaine's buttonman. Why not shut down the competition in the bargain?
But I thought Andrew Ryan was all about free markets and open competition.
All those ideas lose their luster when the quarterly earnings come in and you find the other guys eating your lunch. Either way, Fontaine's dead.
New Ryan Industries drinkable plasmids. All the pleasure, none of the pain.
Over there. You see him?
Together, we'll remake the world!
Freezing in here.
Something tells me all that cold isn't just coming from the ice rink.
I don't know, Jen. I just don't know how I feel about the Little Sisters.
The Little Sisters, gee, don't you know they are the little rapture together?
Really?
You betcha. Ryan Industries has seen to it that they're ready. The Little Sisters.
lockpicked.
Let me see. There.
Even a sip unless I say so. You got it. Look, anyone gets near that bottle without permission is a dead man.
You can't talk to me. Show yourself with the back.
Mr. DeWitt, the plasmid? Have you forgotten what we came for?
Elizabeth?
I'll see what I can do. There you go.
Damn it, that son of a bitch drank every last bottle of Old Man Winter.
I think I can help.
What was that?
It's a new plasmid. Lets me bring in things that might exist, but don't.
I'm not sure I understand. What's it called?
Tear.
Where'd you find that?
You don't expect a girl to share all her secrets, do you, Mr. DeWitt?
Freeze your enemies. Shatter them into 1,000 pieces.
Folks always stare when I make a scene. You get used to it.
Splicers.
That's right. Return to obscurity. Don't be such a party pooper.
All right. I know you're the client and all, but I've gone about far enough without a few answers.
My purpose here is none of your concern. Consider me a means to an end.
And why do I get the feeling I'm being set up?
I told you I'm in collections. An account is in arrears. My clients simply want to see matters set to right.
Don't make any sense, that's all.
If you don't like the arrangement, the bathysphere's back that way.
Frank Fontaine called me in the other day. Me, Ray Lardner. Says trouble's coming and he's passing out special plasmids to all his best guys. I mean, it's an honor, but man, I started getting these shingles all over. Skin's discolored. Like when a guy's about to lose a limb, you know? And I can't seem to pile on enough clothes. I hate to ask, but is this happening to everybody?
Elizabeth!
There you go.
Think won't steal my leads!
Open it.
Done. If Sally's not your daughter, what's she to?
Go ahead.
Why risk life and limb?
This is part of the job.
You owe me no explanation.
She's just another orphan. After Fontaine went down, City was lousy with him.
And?
I don't know. You have a reason for every stupid thing you've ever done? She started showing up, looking peaked. More fool me to feed the brat. Should have known she would never leave.
How did you lose her?
It's none of your business.
Buddy knows. Go over to Genetic Horizons for a trial of fresh air. Fresh air is not only it's 100% safe.
And 100% safe. Fresh air.
Something about you doesn't sit right.
Yes?
Wouldn't peg you as the rapture type. Not even a little.
If you mean I have no interest in joining the Andrew Ryan book club, you'd be right. Just another set of fanatics with a different set of books.
I gamble.
What?
You asked me how I lost Sally. I gamble. Took her somewhere a kid's got no business being. I was winning. In a place like that, you don't let a kid out of your sight.
But you did.
Yeah, and here we are. But the million-dollar question is, what's she to you?
I have an interest in reuniting you with her. Isn't that reason enough?
Let's hope Cohen was on the level when he said this is where we'd find Sally.
I can only imagine what they would do with a child in a place like this.
Cohen's halfway to Splicetown. Probably thought putting a child in prison would be high art.
The sooner we find her, the better.
Come on
Sally!
out of there! Papa's got all sorts of plans for you. Now you come out!
Sally! Come out of there!
I can't see her.